of the Ulul Azm. And Jibreel is a prophet who only attends to Ulul Azm, not any other prophet. He is a special angel, very powerful. But there are reports, and these reports are regarded or recorded or accepted not only by Shias, but you will find the greatest of masters, Shaykh al-Akbar, who is considered to be Shaykh Muhyiddin ibn Arabi. In his book he mentions that after the demise of the Prophet, Jibreel used to attend to Hazrat Fatimah salamun alayhi. This is from Amir al-Mu'mineen. And then Masumin alayhi salam, one riwayat, and then Zikr Musibat, and as we are approaching Salat, and also we have to serve Niyaz before that. What about Masumin alayhi salam? The most and famous, we remind each other of, that they say that Fatimah for us is Hujjat, and we are Hujjat for mankind. I mean, Masumin, the Imams are considered to be Hujjat upon earth for us. And for Imams, they are saying our Hujjat is Bibi, is Hazrat. To that extent. And you will find that every Imam had special attachment, connection with Hazrat. Whenever they get in any form of trouble, they said, we called Fatimah. And the plain of Karbala also bear witness that when Hussein was on the ground, wounded, severely wounded, and nobody dared enough going near him to decapitate him, to kill him. They couldn't dare that. As they tried, they said, we saw the face of the Prophet in Hussein. How can we kill the Prophet? And at that moment, Ibn Sa'd asked, look at Hussein, he's whispering something. Is he asking for water? Is he doing the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And as they paid attention to, Hussein was saying, Ya Fatimah. So, any musibat that they come about, it is guaranteed that they give, they intercede Fatimah near Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, their wish is granted. They attend the faraj. Our 8th Imam specifically mentioned this, that if you come to my haram and you give the wasita, you intercede Fatimah, I guarantee that your dua will be mustajab. Because I myself, if I get in any trouble, I call Fatimah for help. So this is from the Masumin alayhi salam, who are Hujjat, and they have spoken about Fatimah like this. In relation to herself, how she was, in relation to her marifat, in relation to her understanding, the du'as that we have, the khutbahs that we have, it is amazing, it is fascinating that this lady at this young age, we have du'as coming from her, we have riwayat, we have these khutbahs that we have from her, which are heavier or even to the same caliber, I would say, to Nahjul Balagha, to the khutbahs of the amount of marifat that it talks about. People have written commentaries upon it. People do PhD upon the khutbah of Hazrat. To that extent, that deep, that understanding she had. And as it has been mentioned that after the demise of the Prophet, nobody saw Fatimah smiling. And she complains of the masa'ib that happened upon her. And she was very sad after the demise of the Prophet. Now this sadness of Hazrat Fatimah salamun alayha is the separation, not from the father, but from the risalat of Rasulullah. It is really belittling the personality of Hazrat Fatimah if we are saying that she was crying and sad because she lost her father. It is belittling her personality. It was that separation from the beloved, from that mahbub. It wasn't easy for Fatimah to even bear one day without the master. That noor, as they are from one noor. And it is so difficult to separate this noor, as the Prophet had already left and gone and was in communion with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, got attached to that noor, that greatest noor, and she was still in the dunya. So this detachment is not easy for the beloved, for the lover. It is impossible to imagine how painful it is. So for her it was not possible. So the sadness was because of the detachment from the risalat, from that noor. Then the disappointment was the usurping of the wilayat. The message of Prophet, within few days, what they have done, what the ummah have done, the pains that the Prophet have taken. He has sacrificed everything for the ummah, and return how they have behaved with Fatimah, how they have behaved with the amanat that he gives to the daughter, that Fatak belongs to you. The ashab working in the field, they were forced out, they were beaten out from the property of Zahra, and they come and complain to Zahra that they have usurped it. Usurping is not mal in the sense, it is the haq and the right. Usurping of that wilayat, where she was a staunch follower, accepted the imamat of Imam Ali as the first imam, Imam Ali as the first khalifa, as the successor. So whosoever have that marifat of the imam and of the khalifa will suffer the most. And who could have the greatest marifat than Fatimah? I mean, here for us, if someone comes and defame the personality of our mujtahideen, of our marja, of Ayatollah Sistani or Ayatollah Khamenei, we are in pain. We get upset. We cry. Sometimes you cannot do anything. And it is because of the marifat that we have with these personalities. It is the understanding that we have, because we know them, who they are and what they are, and how they live, and what is their right, what is their haq. So that is dependent on the marifat. Now here, Fatimah had that marifat of imamat and of wilayat. So it wasn't easy. Where she says to Amirul Mu'mineen, she complains to Amirul Mu'mineen, what have you done to yourself? Like a janeen, like a fetus in a mother, you have confined yourself to these four walls. She asked Amirul Mu'mineen. But Imam is in his responsibility. The followers of Imam, they are in their responsibility. So if she is speaking in this manner, it is not belittling Amirul Mu'mineen, na'uzubillah, saying that, what are you doing? The follower is speaking in accordance to his understanding. The pain that they have, she's portraying that out. And it is more painful for Amirul Mu'mineen to behave that manner, in order for the protection of. And this continued, zulm after zulm, upon husbands. To the extent that the climax of this is where they wanted to force Amirul Mu'mineen for the acceptance of the allegiance of the first Khalifa. They came to that house where Prophet used to give salutation and salute. The house, on the basis of the verse of the Quran, its door was never closed for Masjidul Nabawi. And in this house is Hassan